we go. All right. I hit the wrong button. Wrong gunner. What's happening? But you know what? It's going to be a fun laugh track night tonight, right? Does it look like my ship is sinking? It's like everything's going sideways, right? Well, it's kind of going in that angle, you know.
But,
well, you're not centered.
No, I am.
It doesn't matter. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, you know, Holly told me I want to see them guitars last, so I'm like, okay. So, let's see. Let me turn this.
I got a question for you, though.
I don't know. Okay, shoot with your
question. It says on my chat. It says share your referral link. What is that?
Yeah, just ignore that. I think it's StreamYard trying to make money after they start charging people way too much, and then people started to drop off. Now they're trying to get people to share their referrals, and if you share the referral link, you get like $25 somehow. But I don't know how this works. So none of it makes sense to me. I think they've got they should have stuck with the original program that StreamYard had going. It worked. That's why it was working. It was popular. People liked it. Then they came in and bought it and started to do their own kind of, let's do it this way, let's do it that way, and then
decided to make all their money back overnight.
Yeah, good luck. Anyway, it is my birthday celebration. Woo! Where's that? I've got all kinds of buttons. I don't know what I'm gonna push here. There's gonna be all kinds of weird things, dogs barking, people doing that, there's that, and I've got this. That's right, the crazy train is getting started. Here we are. Rhodey's in the house. Thank you very much. So, Rhodey's Jam Cave. What's up, dude? Yeah, he says, happy birthday, lad. So, just so you all know, this is the Gear in Demo show. We're not going to do any gear demoing today. We're just going to hang because it's my birthday on Sunday, Father's Day, which is great because I get to do two parties into one, But I didn't know that I'd invite friends thinking they're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it because it's Father's Day. But then I got like 25 people showing up. So the joke's on me.
Brian, this is the SM7B, and this is the Gator Frameworks. Boom.
Shot. Nice. Yeah, that's a good one. I got the Gator thing too. I think I got the same thing. Do you have the one that's got the little light thing that lights up?
No, I did not get the light.
The more advanced model, I guess. But long story short, I actually bought one, and then the guy didn't send it to me off of Reverb, and I had to get like, hey, what's going on? And I waited for a while. I kept messaging back and forth, and it was the weirdest thing. But here we are. So who else is here? Ryan, I think you're probably got your leg up, or whatever you have to do to keep the blood circulating, or not pooling up, or whatever, right? But that's why they do that, right? They don't want like where you're healing for the blood to pool and clot and stuff, I believe. I didn't take like I'm not pre-med or nothing like that, but I did take some biology and anatomy courses and things like that for the psych stuff that I was learning in recent years. Bay Area Rich, what's up, dude? Johnny B has been invited. I'm inviting anyone who wants to join the chat, join the hang. I even sent one to G Butchnoff.
Ah.
No, I love to have G on because he's always got something to say. So, just like me, we can just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, So, G, when's your birthday, man?
And I guess I could just listen and listen and listen.
That's what's going to happen, Janice. No, we can let you talk, too. What do you want to say?
Jump in, Janice.
Too slow. No.
Well, mine's a gooseneck.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Mine is the gooseneck.
Yours is the gooseneck. Oh, I see that. That's right. Yeah, the boom. You got the old school boom. Dang. Yes. So I'm still in my grungies right now, you guys. I'm wearing shorts. I'm in flip-flops. I was out cleaning the patio, which meant it's not just like shooting a hose over the spider webs and just, dusting a few things or whatever. I had to pick the outdoor rugs up. I had to throw them over the fence thing at the pool. I had to hose them down. I had to use cleaner. I had to do that. I had to get the cushions off the, last year's, since last year, and we had them stored. But I always wash them, so I had to pull them out of the the foam things out of the covers and do the outdoor furniture cushions and the laundry. My wife has my phone right now, so if you call her, she's gonna be the one holding the phone. Johnny Bean, be good. Because she has to put the laundry, and I don't know why she doesn't have the laundry app. We have like these laundry machines that you have to use an app that you load, like a Starbucks card. You don't have to do coins anymore. You don't have to do coins anymore. It's all Bluetooth, right? So you just use what's called what is it called? Watch Connect. That's what it is. Watch Connect.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
March 12th. Yeah, you know, they switched them out during COVID because there was like a shortage in coins and people were complaining. And so the owner's pretty smart. He quickly jumped on, hey, let's get these non-coin op app version ones. See how that goes.
So everybody
in
the apartment has the app?
Yeah, you basically can you could probably even load it to your phone too. Even if you wanted to, you couldn't use it there. But, you have to be within the vicinity of the Bluetooth of, they kind of like, like when you have those toll tags or whatever, when you go through a bridge or over or whatever, you have those toll tags. It's like that. It has like a near field communication device, NFC in it, right? And it recognizes your phone, recognizes it recognizes you, and then it even tells you how much time's left on your machine and blah blah blah. So very cool.
That's a good thing.
5 more minutes to go, or do I need to add some more time? You can add some more time. So it's really cool. Yeah. So that's going right now, but at the same time, I'm like just cleaning up the patio or cleaning up the yard. It's never. That's why I wanted Gion, because well, too, Ron, right? It's a job. I don't know about you, Janice. Do you do any like landscaping or grooming the facilities there?
I pretty much, I really maintain my sidewalk overhangs. Because I have bushes that overhang that could come out and be
They'll
on
block
the side.
you.
So anybody walking through, might have to dodge some of the overhang. So I make sure that the overhang is not really much of a problem, because I don't want anybody poking their eye out and suing.
Yeah, you don't want them poking their eye out. Where is that thing? I don't know. Do we have something like that? Maybe this. I don't know. Do we have an eye poke out sound? I don't know. Do we? How's this?
So I really have to make sure that that it's really in a it's not too, like I have trees that are coming down also. So I got to make sure that the trees are.
So you got to trim them.
I got to trim the tree.
Do you do it or you hire somebody?
Well, I could do this part.
You do that part. You get like one of them tree cutting kind of things with the string on it or whatever, and you go. No?
Well, I have one of the
saw, like a stick with a saw, or
like this.
Oh, it's a smaller thing. Yeah, smaller thing. It's not big trees then. And who else is in here? Keith H. What's up, dude? We got 14 people in here already. That's awesome. Hey, Ryan, he says, I hope the pain is letting up. Yeah. Yeah, that's the worst part, right, Ryan? Yeah, nursing my knee. That's right. You got a new knee. He's the bionic Ryan now. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. Yeah, you got to keep the blood clots from forming. That's right. That's how I remembered it. And G is officially going to be 55. Oh, you are now. So now I'm officially be allowed to be in the 55 older gated communities. Hey, there you go. That's where I should move to, but I'm loving it here.
Getting to the head of the class in a situation like this isn't always the best thing.
Yeah. Where I'm at, I'm actually pretty happy with our setup.
So what are you going to be now, Laz?
Me? I'm going to be, on Sunday, I'm going to be 59. 59. 59, that's right.
And what year are you born?
One word, 66. Yeah.
Wow.
So one more year and I'll be the big 6-0, which I can't even believe. I mean, I'm looking at my face here, and I got a gray beard and all this stuff, but I don't feel like, I'm some old man or nothing. I'm still doing the same stuff that I did, except for the crazy skateboarding and stuff like that. I mean, I did a little tiny bit of surfing. I wouldn't really call it I was a surfer, you know. I borrowed friends of mine's boards, and there was this one thing that had a Yosemite Sam on it that we called the Yosemite Sam, right? That thing was a log. It had holes in it. It was a long board, and it was like you might as well ride a log, you know. So I probably barely even stood up on the thing, you know. I did
you're
more
like 7
body
months
surfing.
7 months older than Lee, my ex.
Okay, wow. So I'd be the older one. So who else is in here? We've got we said hi to Keith H. We said hi to Roadies. Oh, Peggy. Peggy's here. She's here for the you know what? The giveaways. We gotta do that, right? We gotta do one of these at least today. And I gotta send them out too. That's another thing I gotta do. Oh, I just realized my wife added a bunch of extra accoutrement to my my desk here because she was moving stuff out of the, you know, like when you prep for a party, your wife just starts to redecorate suddenly. And I'm like, okay, now we're redecorating too. And at the same time, we redid the flooring in the master bedroom too, which took forever because I had to do it around other stuff, you know, and that's no fun. But she was actually enjoying sleeping in this room because it's soundproof basically, so you don't hear much noise outside from outside, and it's totally dark with the shade and the window and the extra shade. So it's like this was the perfect bedroom for her. She's like, I want to sleep here all the time. And I'm like, you can't. Anyway. But yeah, it is what it is. I think who's the first one in?
Well, just
Peggy.
swap rooms.
Yeah, right. No, the other room's bigger. And I've got too much stuff in here. I don't want to move this stuff again. It's so hard to like even hook anything up or do anything. It takes forever, you know. Lewis, what's happening, Lewis? Thanks for joining, man. So Lewis is in. He's giving me the L and the A and the Z. And we got Scott Hawk here. I hope Johnny does pop in. He said he had to go to Home Depot for late comers here. So if he does pop in, we can wish him a happy birthday too, because I don't think he might do a quick show or something Sunday. Because he's not a dad, so he's not going to be doing Father's Day stuff, is he? I don't know. But everyone's saying hi to each other in the chat. And so, yeah, I just wanted to do this like a Matt Stewart also here. What's up, Matt? We met Matt at NAMM, dude. Matt and his wife. So awesome. They came down. I think we finally bumped into him. We bumped into each other earlier on, but then we bumped into each other again later, right at the Marshall booth. That was a badass booth, right? Isn't it worth it to go to NAMM, Matt? I mean, here's the thing. It costs like, what, $150 now to get in. But if you hang out for like all the freebie shows and stuff they have at the Marriott and at the thing, it's totally worth it. You see some superstar people playing, and, you know, to close it all out, it's always Larry Mitchell. So if you don't know who Larry Mitchell is, man, look that dude up, because I didn't know.
I met Larry Mitchell.
There you go, right? There you go. Where'd you meet him?
At the East Chester Music Store. He was doing one of those things like he does at Sims.
Yeah. He does a clinic. He's
a NAGS guy, right?
Yeah.
So the guys in the East Chester Music Store are NAGS guys.
Interesting. You know, I found out something just this year I never knew, that the guy who went to work at PRS, who brought about a lot of their really popular designs, was actually a NAGS guy. Yeah, he came from NAGS and went to PRS. I don't know if he's still there. I don't think so, but he's like one of these, you know, really knows guitars kind of dudes. I forget his name. You know, there are several out there, I'm sure, and more these days, because a lot of people are getting into this. So you guys want to see the first birthday present I got so far, even though my birthday's on Sunday? And I told my buddy, dude, you can bring it Sunday. Bring it on Sunday. No, I want you to take it now. So let me show you a picture. Oh, I don't have my phone. I can't. My wife has my phone. Dang it. I was going to show you a picture. I installed a door for my friend. So once in a while, when I do a door install, I might replace a door that's actually not in bad shape. It's like a nice door, especially if it's like a fiberglass door. And there was this one fiberglass door that I thought, you know what? Maybe someday somebody I know, I might be able to use this for them, you know, not necessarily sell it to them or something like that, but maybe a family member or friend. And it's a door made by this company called Therma-Tru. They're one of the first companies that started making a lot of fiberglass doors with grain in it and stuff, so you can stain them and things like that too. And we got pretty good at doing that. I was running the shop at that time, and I tried to make it look more realistic like wood, so it wasn't like so perfect, like sprayed on, might as well be paint, right? And so I ended up I must have had it in storage for 5-6 years, sitting in storage, right? And then I'm talking with my buddy Paul, who's going to be coming to our party on Sunday. He's like a high school buddy of mine. And he's like, Laz, do you think you might be able to replace our door? And I'm like, dude, sure. Yeah, no problem. I'm like, hey, by the way, I've got this door that, I think might work with your house. And if you like the design of it and the glass of it, tell me what you think. And they're like, oh, that's perfect. Well, it came out great. It really came out great. And then he starts showing me, he has like a little wood shop where he started doing like turning wood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Making things like bowls and stuff. He spends like crazy amounts of money on like burled rosewood and things like that. That's really rare and hard to get. And he makes custom pens. So let me solo me on this. I'm going to show you what my buddy Paul made for me. Check this thing out. Well, he made a bunch of them, and he let me choose the one that I wanted.
Sweet.
Very nice.
Now, I'm going to get my face out of it, so.
That's cool looking.
See how it sparkles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, he had wooden ones, too. He had some that were probably more expensive because it's wood and things like that. But what I liked about this, the light's a little too bright in here right now. Maybe I should take it down. Take it down a notch. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. See, it's got like this aged brass, and look how it works. You twist it out like that, pull it out, right? Twist it on, and it's got a really nice weight. Look at the tip. It's like a bullet.
I like that.
It's really cool, and it's like this like aged brass or bronze or something. It's more like bronzy, really.
Cool.
And it's got a really nice weight. I like if you're gonna have a fancy pen, I like something that's got a little weight to it. And this thing's got some weight to it. And there were some other ones there that I'm like, yeah, it's nice, but I kind of like the weight. You
can do some John Wick stuff with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
What is John Wick?
Might even be a bullet. So there were some others there that were really, really nice. Wow. But he actually turns these. And as a matter of fact, Ron, he, like when they spray cars at a factory and after a while, the pile up of the paint piles up in layers and layers and layers.
Yeah.
People buy that stuff, right? You know about that?
And turn it down. Yeah.
Yeah. He buys that in chunks, and he's made pens out of those. So I almost took one of the pens that was like that. And I'm going to try to talk him into letting me get one of those for you.
Cool.
The amount of money that he puts into these things, it's not some small thing, so we'll see. He had one. Expensive. Yeah, I don't know how much you would pay for something like this, but I'm sure a couple $300, I would think. I mean, the amount of work that had to go into it was pretty amazing. So the detail he's just really nice. The craft, and it's his young son who got him into it. It's crazy. I think he just now turned like 20 or something. He's finally getting this driver's license. Today kids, they don't get their driver's license like right away. Like we couldn't wait, right, Ron? We were like stealing Dad's car from the, if we could. I used to steal my mom's Fiat Sport Coupe out of the garage. We'd actually push it and then, kickstart it. I don't know exactly what we did. Did we make a copy of her key? I think we did. I don't know, something. I don't know how we did. I don't even remember the details. I just remember doing this stuff. But oh no, Lewis says the power went out due to power outage. Oh, that sucks. It won't be up till tomorrow. I remember when we had a 7-day power outage one time back in the day. I have no power generator. This sucks. Hot and humid here in South Texas too. Oh God, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad that we're live and giving you something to hang and do, I'm gonna have to take a sip of my cold drink right now. Sorry. Of course, I'm having the apple juice.
Birthday juice.
Mice right there. That's right. A little of this Redwood Empire. I think it's God. What is it called? Redwood Empire. It's a local Northern California bourbon. Redwood Empire. Let me look it up. Redwood. Oh, come on, thing. You know what? I'm just gonna talk to you. Redwood Empire bourbon. See if it pops up. So, what are you doing for Father's Day, man?
Don't know.
Nobody's planning anything for you. They're not going to surprise you with anything.
I have no idea. I don't know.
We've only got one person that's a father. My niece Lisa is the only one with a husband, so I don't know what's going to happen there. I haven't heard from them at all, whether they're going to be celebrating at all, if it's going to be a family thing. Because my sister is the same as me, single, and my other niece is she has a boyfriend. So the only person that's a father is Raphael, which is Lisa's husband.
So there's no plans. There's no. Is there anything?
Not that I know of.
Like, is there any? Yeah, honestly, sorry, Lewis, man. That sucks. Yeah, it really does suck. I remember how bad it was, and if it's summer and it's hot and humid like in Texas, that could be brutal. Yeah. Yeah, we'll turn your frown upside down with some of this kind of crazy stuff. Hold on, where is it?
Boy, am I glad I'm not wearing headphones.
Yeah, thank God. And you sound good.
Thank you.
Dang it, Peggy's gonna win yet again.
Peggy's here for the win. Yeah, man. What should we give away, you guys? That's the question. I still got so much swag. I still got to send everybody's packages out too.
Oh, by the way, it sounds okay on Twitch?
I hope so.
Well, you were watching. You were watching.
Last time when you were doing the keyboard thing, I could hear it. I mean, yeah. But I couldn't hang out very long. I stuck around for like 10 minutes or something, but then there's always something going on. It's relentless. It's relentless. Yeah.
Because nobody has really told me that there's anything wrong. They say it sounds good. I want to make sure that it sounds good. That's why I ask people that I can ask.
Oh, yeah. No, it sounded decent. Yeah. How about a power generator? Yeah, no, I don't have any. Like, I live in an apartment, so I don't own a house or anything like that. Never had the privilege of home ownership. Actually, for 1 3-month period of time, I owned a house in Cincinnati, but I signed a contract as like a lease with an option to buy. And I told them if I like it, I'll stay. And they wanted the money, and so I was there for 3 months. But then I said no. Then moved back to California. That was the best move ever. I don't know whatever people think is going on in California, guys. It's probably really just a couple blocks, a couple places where some crazy stuff happens once in a while. And it's very rare. And I think some of the stuff recently, I'm not going to get into the politics of it, but yeah, it's kind of, it's a crazy world, isn't it? So that's why we're here, hanging out and talking gear and stuff. So how about you, Janice? What have you gotten, or what have you been doing like gear-wise lately? I know you've been doing a lot of stuff with keyboards and synths and stuff, right?
Right.
Do you have any new gear or new synth stuff? What is it like? What do you
like?
No,
actually, no.
You just digging, just being on Twitch and making noise with like VFCs and LFOs and whatnot.
Whatever it is.
Velocity, like control oscillators and all that kind of
flux capacitor.
People tell me it's ADSR. Attack, delay, sustain, in resonance.
Yeah, there's resonance, and then there's also the decay.
Decay. It attacks.
Decay. Yeah. There's so much in synthesis that you'll get into. Like,
there's so many things. It's unbelievable.
Sounds that you're actually synthesizing sounds. That's why they call it a synthesizer, because you're not using real life sounds unless they're actually, and what is a guitar anyway? It's electronic noise, from a vibrating that's being affected by an amplifier, and it's all electricity, vibrating stuff, right? Michael B, what's up, dude?
I'm using this a lot.
Oh yeah, the Licado, little mini amp thing.
It's all I ever really used for my.
That's so funny. I never would have thought would I use something like that, but I see the.
It's very useful.
Yeah, I like my little Spark Mini that's right back there, it's sitting on the top of a speaker.
Here we are.
That thing pretty much replaced the Black Star. The Black Star was the one. Oh, there you go, Larry Mitchell. Hold on, let's get that. Oh, look at you. Yeah, Larry's got that awesome smile. He's just such a happy-go-lucky guy.
Great
he just
guitar
spreads the love and happiness through his music, right? Yeah. Oh, G, I'm really sorry to hear that, G. Your wife's having really bad back pain. My sweetie recently too. We've been pushing, burning the candle from both ends and the middle with a blowtorch, trying to get things ready for this get together. And she was pushing a little too hard over the weekend, and since then she just, I kept telling her, honey, take a break, get up, stretch, do some stuff. I'm constantly moving around and doing stuff, but I limit myself a little bit. I take a break and I slow down, and I'll have a libation of sorts. She's just like too driven, and that can wreck you. The Yellow Submarine all day long. I don't know about you guys, but when I went to Disneyland the first time, they had that submarine thing, and that was my favorite ride. And it was yellow. And it had nothing to do with the Beatles, I don't think, but I think they were kind of keying in on it a little bit. That was in the 70s. Yeah, this guy, Michael B, knows all about that. Yeah, release too, that's right. The decay, the release, there's like after touch sensitivity, and there's so many, polyphony, the different, how many notes can you play at once, right? How polyphonic is it? I was actually seriously thinking about buying one of my Roland synthesizers from my past, like a Juno 106 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them out there for like $1,400 and stuff like that. And I was looking at one on Reverb, and then I saw it's like 8-note polyphonic. I'm like, nope. Today it's like there's no limit almost to the polyphony. Well, there's something to be said for a mono synth, right, Janice? Hit that. You can only play one at a time, right?
Oh no.
Okay, is it mono? Because sometimes there's some patches. Sometimes there are patches that are, mono synth. You can't push 2 keys at the same time. You can do one after the other, or arpeggiate like that. Very fun. James Z, what's up, dude?
Yeah, that's a chord. See, this is a chord.
Yeah, see, you can play a chord. So it's polyphonic. That's pretty wild. Yeah.
And it's like it has a thing where you go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it just accentuates the different parts of the chord.
Very cool. And did you guys know that Johnny Bean is gifting me something for my birthday too? Check it out. Where do I have it?
I think I know what it is.
Let's see if it's true. Let's see if my wish comes true. Not that I need that. Not that I need that thing. I was messing with it. I'm like, oh, thanks for you're gonna let me keep that plunger for my birthday, right?
He's got a couple of them, doesn't he?
I know, but yeah. Hey, Pooh, dude, it's been a while. Nice to see you in here, man.
Hey, Pooh.
Monophonic. That's right. Moog. That's right. Moogs are especially. They were back in the day, right? And Rachel, or is it Rachel? Bowman.
Rachel.
What's up, Rachel? Just had a great interview today for an MT position at a music therapy position. That's awesome. That's so awesome. Yeah, those arpeggiators are so fun. Right on. That's awesome, Rachel. That's awesome. I want to get into that. I should be getting into that field. I don't know what am I doing? Anyway, just getting in watching 7-year-olds karting vroom vroom. A lock of DLR hair. Okay. I'm not sure where that came out of. But there must have been some previous chat stuff going on. So, Ron, what about you? Father's Day? Nothing happening?
Not that I know of.
You're not like the dad that like says, hey, let's do this on Father's Day. Let's go do that. You're like the dad that says, hey, Father's Day, leave me alone. I don't want to do any chores. I don't want to have anyone asking me any questions about anything that they need me to do or want me to answer. I just want to put my feet up, maybe go fishing, something like that. Right? Do you have like a creek or a little stream or a river nearby?
I can hit the Ohio River. I can throw a football and hit the Ohio River.
Dang, dude. Yeah. See, I haven't gone fishing in a while, and that'd be fun. I keep telling my sweetie, I wish she was more of a camping rather than the glamping type, because she doesn't want to go in a tent. She doesn't want to do the tent thing. And I really miss camping. And as a matter of fact, my buddy Paul, by the way, you guys, if you're new into the chat, my buddy Paul made this pen. It's really, really cool.
That's cool looking.
Oh, there's my stomach. I'm hungry. I'm growling. And he's going to be coming. They go camping all the time. I got to hook up with him and his buddies because I miss going on camping retreats, for like a week or whatever, river boating.
Yeah.
Lake boat, what do they call those big pontoon boats? Houseboat. Houseboating. There you go. Right, Glenn? What's up, Glenn? I miss having a keyboard sent around. Yeah, man, right? Only have a Yamaha electric piano at this point. Yeah, dude. I bought that Roland, the Juno. What is it? The Juno 60. What is it called? The DS88. That's what it is. The Juno DS88. It's a fully weighted action 88 key keyboard, but it's got all kinds of synth tones and everything in it. Then of course I ended up buying a VR08. Is it an 09? VR09? I think it's a VR09. Anyway, the Hammond B one. It's got
Hi, Ed.
And that's really cool. Ed Dana, what's up, Ed Dana? Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, it's your wife's birthday today. Awesome, dudes. Okay, everybody. Wishing her a happy birthday. Gonna throw some roses or something in there for her. It's not even my birthday yet. It's gonna be soon, but it's not yet. It's gonna be on Sunday. But yeah.
See,
awesome,
Ed Dana likes your comment. Happy birthday.
Very cool. Nice. Well, there you go.
Here's my notification.
Ron's got like the synthesizer patch. The synthesizer patch. That's what they call the sounds in a keyboard, a patch. Is that what they call it? Do they still call it that, Janice?
Eurorack too. Patches.
Patches. We don't need no stinking patches.
I have all these settings that do certain things, and I'm wondering if the settings should be called patches too.
Yeah, I even got one of those big queen size, 18-inch tall, bed things for camping, Peggy, and she still doesn't want to go because she's afraid. This is the thing, is that she loves watching these scary movies, like people, getting, stuff done to them or whatever happens, like you go camping and the next thing you know, like Wrong Turn and all these. Her dad's was a cop, so she likes these detective things, so she's always watching shows about psycho killers and this and that, and she doesn't want to go anywhere because she's afraid that they're out there.
So let me ask you
Come
this.
on, man.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Would she go if you set up your van with a bed so she could sleep inside the van?
I don't know. That's a good question. I could probably set up the Franken van as like the sleep van. But I don't know. Maybe
I could sleep in my minivan.
Oh, I'm sure you could. I mean,
I have a bed.
That van, I'd have to take all the tools out. That's the only problem. And set it up for, because it's basically a work van. Right now, it's just a storage vehicle. It's just sitting there because the universal belt just went, and I'm like, okay,
Oh yeah,
don't have time to deal with that. And I haven't really needed it because I'm able to do the kind of work I do with my Subaru for the most part. So, believe it or not, I can fit a door into my Subaru. Anyway, but yeah, batches of patches, right, Pooh? What's going on in the moon, man? Is the cheese still good? Just wondering. And then, classical gas challenge. Okay, so what does that mean? So Ron, you would know what he's talking about, right? I'm thinking of doing a classical gas challenge and see how many people play it on video.
That's a song, classical gas.
Oh, okay. So what do you mean by doing a?
That's from what, Janice? That's what, like somewhere between 68 and 72.
Yeah. Is that one?
Computer, play classical gas.
Okay, I think I know which one.
Here, listen.
Yeah, it's like a 60s thing, right? Or early 70s. Yeah.
I have it on 45.
There we go. All right, before we get copyright striked.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah, by Mason Williams. Right on. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I remember all those great tunes. We grew up in the best of times with all the great tunes. Lately, I've been listening to Styx because I'm going to Styx. That's a birthday present to myself, by the way.
Nice.
I'm going to Styx tomorrow night. Hopefully, my wife goes with me, but her back's hurting, so I might have to drag Brent along.
I saw them on the Grand Illusion tour.
Dude, that's my favorite album. Well, not but that was the album that I first bought of theirs, and I just love that album. And believe it or not, they are doing it's a Grand Illusion theme.
Oh, is it?
So they're doing the entire album, but they got
cool.
They got other bands there too, like Fogerty's going to be there, and somebody else too. I can't remember who else. So it's going to be a great show. Yeah. I found out, like, listening to them, that I was Billy Joel and, bands like, of course, like, Beatles had keyboards and piano and all kinds of stuff in it. But Styx, Dennis DeYoung, man, I didn't realize how much his music kind of influenced me. It actually influenced me quite a bit. I play quite a bit like in that kind of a style. It's kind of interesting. Not always in the same kind of, genre of kind of music, but I do a lot of that similar kind of stuff that he does, and it's kind of funny listening to him. And Tommy Shaw, yeah, dude, right? Tommy Shaw's a freaking rock star.
I always thought,
yeah, he's gonna be there, man. He's one of the badassest singer, guitar player people ever, and he's so underrated when it comes to like people you talk about. You don't hear people talking about Tommy Shaw. You listen to his tone on those albums, damn, he's bringing all different kinds of killer tones. I mean, one minute he sounds like Brian May, next minute he sounds like, he's just his own self, killing it. And his vocals, man, that guy can sing too.
I have like a blur of a whole bunch of bands that are kind of like in the same kind of time frame. Can you give me a song that is Styx so I could get a reference here?
Yeah.
Grand Illusion.
Grand Illusion is a great one. One of my favorites from that album is kind of Babe, I love you. Ooh, babe.
Thank you, lad.
Babe, I'm leaving.
Somebody that I
on my way.
Somebody that I know from
Hey Zims, what's up, Dane? Dude.
From Canada. I know him from Ustream platform that I found him. Ustream, do you know? Remember Ustream? the live stream platform. Yep. Well, he's from Canada. His name is Troy Harmer, and right now he's the guitar player in a Supertramp tribute band. He's going all over Canada, being the guitar player in Supertramp.
Awesome. See, Lewis, dude, Triumph. I was just talking with my buddy Paul, who made me this very cool pen.
Hey, Zims.
He was just telling me about Triumph, and I'm like, I love Triumph, man. They're one of those other bands from that day, the era, right? Backstage, what's up, Backstage Recordings, dude? Yeah, man, they were great back in the 70s, I bet. Yeah, especially the later stuff, God, I only saw them in their modern, like nowadays. I didn't see them back then. I wish I'd seen them for Grand Illusion or Paradise. What was that, Paradise City one, or what was it called?
Paradise Theater.
Paradise Theater. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, that was a great album too, man.
I saw Foreigner.
Oh, Foreigner, man. Yeah, they're another one of the super
for their first album with with their hit like Cold as Ice. And
yeah,
believe it or not,
yeah,
I saw Starbuck.
Such a great band.
Do you know who Starbuck is?
No.
They were like a one-hit wonder.
Okay.
Moonlight Feels Right.
I know that song.
Moonlight
From 1976.
Sounds familiar. I'm trying to place it.
Yeah.
Guitar Center is advertising.
Yeah, Blue Collar Man, right? I was listening to that yesterday at Dana. I was working. I was doing a blue collar job, listening to Blue Collar Man and thinking, yeah, I want to be a blue collar man. I'm like, I am a blue collar man.
I'm a blue collar girl.
Rico B. Rico B.
I'm a blue collar girl.
You're a blue collar girl. There you go.
Because the Rolling Stones.
Too much time on my hands, right? That was a great song.
The Rolling Stones do a song about me.
Right on.
Waiting on a factory, girl.
Yeah. How about Renegade? That's the first song I ever learned to play drums to.
Oh, that's a Steelers
My buddy.
song.
Dude, that's such a great. Do they play that? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Renegade.
When it's a tight game, you'll hear them. Yeah. They'll play that. Matter of fact,
keyboard part in that is so killer, man.
Last year, Tommy Shaw was at the stadium.
Wow. Right on, man.
He's a Steelers fan.
Oh, that must have been amazing, dude. Triumph with UFO in the 80s. I saw Triumph. Man, I think who was playing with them? I have to ask Paul, because I used to partake in this green substance back then. Anyway, Sailing, right? Yeah, Sailing.
Barry Rich. Thank you.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, yeah.
He also, Dennis, I loved the song Desert Moon.
There's so many good songs. Madam Blue, another one of those like what is that song? But it's like it just hooks you, Yeah, Miss America, what I mean, Miss America.
I also
so many great songs, man.
I also saw Dr. Hook.
Dr. Hook. I've never heard of them, but that sounds.
You never
like
heard of Dr.
band.
Hook?
No, but man, I gotta look that one up. That's a great band name, Dr. Hook.
Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show.
Yeah,
that's almost as good as the Walking Carpets.
Janice knows.
Right on. I'll have to look up Dr. Hook. Damn. Well, yeah, did you guys see that Sly and the Family Stone passed away this week? Man, that was a bummer. Man, the funk that guy brought down, yeah, that was the shit. He was a keyboard player too. Yeah, Mr. Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, do.
They say that's the album that actually got Dennis DeYoung and the band apart.
You know what happened? His wife was telling him that, this got to take this to Broadway, and that's what he did, and that's what wrecked them. Okay. And Tommy Shaw's like, dude, let's just rock. It's working. Let's just rock and roll and be a rock band. Come on.
Hey, Laz, I know you know one song from Dr. Hook.
All right.
Sharing the Night Together.
Sounds familiar. That's a 70s song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a yacht rock song. Yay! The yacht rock.
1978.
That's when they used to have strings and stuff like that in music, remember? Like the real band. Like they'd have real orchestra strings and stuff. Magic Man, dude, I sent you a link. What's up? Jump in. Where you at? I'm gonna end this in 8 minutes. Seriously, I gotta go at 8 o'clock. I got too much to do. Even though I started the show late, we should do a giveaway now before I forget.
In the grand
yeah,
theater
Sly
of
was
life,
82.
where the curtain rises and falls with the rhythm of our dreams.
They're not.
I
You
find
know, I don't know
myself
where to
quite
send you a
certain
link
that
anymore, man. Where
with
do
an
I send
unwavering
it to your
spirit
phone?
and grace,
Where do you
shall
want me to
once
send it?
more
Tell me.
ascend to her rightful
Oh, I
place
don't
of
have my
triumph
phone on me.
tonight.
It's too late. Look on your phone, and then you might have to send it to yourself an email or whatever. Look on your your messages. And then maybe I sent it there. Maybe I think I sent it to you in Instagram. Do you still have Instagram? Anyway, yeah. I think
Laz,
quit
do you remember?
right? Thank you very much, Louis.
Do you remember the song "When You're in Love with a Beautiful Woman"?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
That's Dr. Hook.
Oh, right on. Yeah, those are like early '70s songs, right? The mahogany days.
Mahogany Rush.
Everything was mahogany and brandy and stuff. And remember that restaurant called Peppermill? Did they have one near where you guys lived? Did they have a Peppermill? Do you know what Peppermill is? It's like the kind of restaurant that you would think that there would be Playboy bunnies at. It's like when you go inside, it's all dark and everything's velvet and stuff, but it's a restaurant. Nothing like that's going on there. But it's like you almost expect it might.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Peppermill. Who knows what I'm talking about? Okay, who's been to a Peppermill? Come on. Peppermill. Wow. All right. Peppermill. Yeah. Damn Yankees. That's right, James, right? That's where Tommy Shaw took it to there. And I think he had, what was that other band he did? Bad English or something? Or was that, am I thinking of somebody else?
That's another guy.
It's another guy. Yeah. The House of Blues. There you go. All right. See, Bay Area Rich knows because you're a Bay Area dude. So there were
Cover of the
several
Rolling Stone,
Peppermills.
Greasy. There you go, Dr. Hook.
What's up? Damn Yankees. That's right. Damn Yankees. Thanks, Carswell. Carswell coat. I always put an S on everyone's the end of their thing, like Mike Woods. Mike, where are you at? Johnny and Mike are hanging out right now. They're at Home Depot. Anyway, yeah. See, Rico B's been to a Peppermill. There you go. Yeah. Well, what else, you guys? Should we do a giveaway now? How should I do it? I'll just do like a random thing. Let's just do that. I'm hungry. I gotta eat something. Do you guys, can you hear that? Probably not. My stomach's actually growling at me. StreamYard. I'm really curious if my wife figured out how to use the app to finish the laundry. She's pretty smart. She could figure out things, but she always wants me to do it.
Laz, you heard of Shaman?
That's how smart she is. Of course, dude. That was one of our favorite shows when we were kids, man. All right, you don't have to put anything into the chat, or should I make people put something in? Let's do a birthday thing. All right, who can guess what's my favorite kind of birthday cake? It's not really a cake. Okay, that's too hard. All right, let's just make it cake. Small letters all around. Cake.
Ice cream cake.
I'm going to present it. Share screen. There we go. Cake. Share it. You know, I do love an ice cream cake. Is it working? Oh, there's some entries. Okay, so somebody put cake in there. Can you guys see that all right? Should I zoom in? Is that better?
Peggy, you got to draw. You got to type cake.
Type cake, Peggy. Cake. Okay, we got cake. We got Coke. We got Coke cake.
I'm sure
that was something they used to
Peggy
make
will
in the
once
80s.
again win tonight.
We got Coke cake. It's dusted. See, Rico B says, we have a local pepper mill in Tempe near Sims. They still have them? Oh my God! All right, German chocolate, man, that's a good one. I really do like German chocolate cake. Gotta say, pistachio, that's good. Red Lobster, yeah, it's not the same, not as good as Peppermill. Peppermill's interesting. Yeah, Bowser was the best, right? Do 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 do. Good night, sweetheart. It's time to go. That's how they end every show. Singing that.
And then it was a Lawrence Welk, Bubby and Sissy, the Bubble Machine.
That's right. We'd have to put up with Lawrence Welk right before the Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom, which is what we really liked to watch when we were kids. The Wild Kingdom was like, that was our show. We loved that. Yeah, good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. And that's where Bowser was.
I hate to leave you. I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Right. All right. How many people we got so far? Oops, I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. Do you guys want to see blood?
You do.
I've been walking through the bushes and all this stuff, and I keep getting scraped up. And then, I feel something itch, and I scratch it, and then suddenly I'm bleeding all over myself. All right, I'm gonna take myself out for just a second. How do I do?
I don't know what he's doing.
I hope that I'm going to be able to.
All I did was scrape a little, like when you're watering plants and you're doing stuff and you walk into a bush or something and it scrapes your shins or whatever and you have like a little scrape, right? Well, I felt something itch over here and I just scraped it and then suddenly I saw blood on my hand. I'm like, oh man. Anyway, it's all good. All right, we've got 10 people out of 21. Come on, people. Put cake in there. Peggy really wants to win. Cake. Lewis says cake. Rico B says Schwarzenwalder Kirschtorte. Sounds like a cake. Ron says cake. How about Magic Man? Are you saying cake? Ron put cask.
Case.
Cask. Have a case cask.
I don't know.
The bubbles for the effect. Yeah, on the Lawrence Walk thing. Yeah, right? The bubbles. Oh my God. We should have bubbles. Next time
I got a bubble machine somewhere around here.
Oh. It's like I shouldn't have scratched myself. Anyway. I don't think Johnny's gonna make it. He's gonna miss out on the show. He could have won something. Martian Murray, what's up, dude? He made it in time for the cake. So, has anyone now guessed what kind of cake I like? And it's not really a cake, but you can buy it at the grocery store typically, and I'll give you a hint.
Coffee cake.
No, that's pretty good. I like coffee cake too. It's actually not a cake. So it's something you buy where the cakes are at. It's not a cannoli. I knew you were going to say that one. Okay, let me give you a hint.
Fruit cake.
You're right. Actually, it's not a fruit cake. It's a pound cake would be good, right? Yeah, pound cake, cheesecake. You know what? A really good, like, New York cherry cheesecake, baby. That is the thing. I love me some New York deep dish, like, that tall kind of thing, But I like them fruit torts. Kind of like it's like a fruit tort. It's got like strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. It's even got what's that fruit? Kiwi on it, right? And it's over like a kind of like what is that stuff called? It's kind of a creamy texture-y kind of thing. God, there's a name for it. Go on, help me out, man. You know what I'm talking about, Magic Man. What is that stuff that's like it's fluffy.
A tart?
It's a tart. It's like a fruit tart. Yeah.
Apple turnover.
What's in it's like a flaky, yeah, custard. Thank you, custard. Magic Man, I knew you would help me out with that. Yes, custard. So I remember when I first discovered custard as a kid. I think I was like 7 years old or something. I'm like, what is this? This is better than that rice pudding stuff. I want more of this custard stuff. Oh man, I remember discovering. Yeah, that's pretty good too, buttercream. But I'm not so much that sugary icing in the cakes that have the sugary kind of it's too much. Blah. Tres leches. There you go, Louis. Okay. Now my wife would go with the tres leches all day long, and I gotta say, I do enjoy the tres leches, but mincemeat pie, no, thank you. But I do like a good, pot pie. How about you guys? I haven't had a pot pie.
Shepherd's pie.
Shepherd's pie is good. Yeah. Oh wow, look at that! Like custard-filled bear claws, right? So I'm all about that flaky crust with the custard, and then the fruit on top with that glaze. And thank you very much. I'll have a nice big piece of that. So I'm probably going to buy 3 of the large size ones that they sell at our local Safeway. That's like Kroger's or Vaughn's, or depending on where you're at. What do they got? They got Kroger's near you, right, Ron?
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Janice? What's the big grocery store chain out there that most people shop at? Aldi or
ShopRite, Stop and Shop,
Stop and Shop,
Acme.
Acme. They got Acme.
You can get anvils and everything there.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I'm thinking that's
Whole
the way I'm gonna roll.
There's still any Piggly Wigglies out there?
You know what? I like both, Louis. I gotta say, there's times when I like a good lamb chop.
We also have Whole Foods.
But if I had to choose, I'd be going beef all day long. Yeah, I'm a beef dude. I love a nice, I like the bone, but my sweetie always gets the bone. Literally, she always wants the bone, and I always give it to her. So we do get ribeye, but sometimes I'll get that instead of the eye, I'll get the shank. It's got it's like the tomahawk. You know what I mean? You ever get the tomahawk, Ron?
No, I want to.
Oh, it's so good. It's like the big chunk of the meat off the end of the rib, and it's like a big chopping tomahawk looking thing. Yeah. Glazed donuts, all right, but I'm an old fashioned dude when it comes to the donuts. I like the chocolate old fashioned. I like the unglazed old fashioned even. And I like those caked dark chocolate ones that have the peanuts on top. That's one of my favorite donuts too. I'm a peanut dude. I love peanuts. Yeah. Yeah, land or beach shepherd pie. I don't know the difference. But I'm not that versed on shepherd's pie, to be honest. But like the Hungarian kind of stuff that I grew up with, we have the goulashes or gulyás, and the chicken paprikash and all the good Hungarian. There's so many good like beef type of things and pork things. And I did buy the pork sausage for like the finger foods for before, aperitifs or appetizers. Yeah, but some good lamb, man. I like me some good lamb too. I love it. Yeah. Oh, everything turned blue. Oh, you were raised on lamb. There you go. Homemade donuts are the best. I've never made a donut at home, but I do like to go to Krispy Kreme's and get it right off the rack. Beef. All right, should we run it? Should we do it? It's 8:06. All right, we got 11 entries. Last chance to put cake in there. Is Johnny here? Johnny's not here. Johnny does not get to win. Oh, there he is. Hello from the taqueria. Rich knows the place. Right on. Rich's taqueria. So it's supposed to be with lamb. That would make sense because it's shepherds, right? Otherwise, you'd be a cattleman or a cowboy if you're getting the beef. But the donut place near me puts cereals like Captain Crunch or Cocoa Puffs on them. That's crazy. That sounds like a fun place. Yeah. Happy birthday, everyone. Give happy birthday. Cheers to Johnny, too. He's going to be turning 29 again on Sunday, just like me. Well, enjoy the taqueria, dude. I'm starving, so that's part of the reason why I'm gonna hit this right now. You guys done? Everyone put cake. Johnny, you want to put cake? You want to win something back? Win your pedal back. I'm gonna give it away now, but I'll give away something cool. I just don't know what. I have like a box somewhere behind me. There's all this stuff. You don't even want to see the madness that's in here. I'll choose that. Choose something from maybe there's some strings. We got strings for acoustics. We got electric strings. We got. When you email me, if you're the winner, tell me, do you need guitar strings or not? What gauge? And then and some swag from NAMM and whatnot. Some show swag. Right. All right, we ready? We're gonna hit it. All right, here we go. Hold on just a second. Here we go. We gotta bring it in a little bit though. Louis Villarreal, or as Johnny would say, Villarreal. You are the winner. All right. So if you don't know what to do, Louis, but I think you do, I might even have your info. Send a message to MusicTherapyLaz at gmail.com and tell me where you live, or where a friend of yours lives, and I'll send it to him. If you want to be anonymous, if you want to stay anonymous, then have me send it to your mom's house or somebody else's house, and then you'll still get it, but I won't know where you live. Because some people want to keep things private and all. It's like they have their pseudo life here in YouTube and all. Anyway, that's all good. All right, you guys. So thanks for coming. I am not going to do a show on Sunday, by the way. That's kind of why I did the birthday show today, obviously. Because Sunday is my birthday, but I'm going to be way too busy prepping for Father's Day, Sunday, birthday. There's like 6 birthdays, you guys. 6 birthdays. There's me, my sweetie, my brother Andy, my nephew Jimmy, my niece Becca, and I know there's another one I'm forgetting.
Johnny.
And Johnny. There he
is. And there's Neil Arthur of Blamage.
Oh wow, and there's my cousin Christy. She's also right around this time. But they live we used to hang out with them more, but they're like a little further out, and it's not like I wouldn't invite them. I mean, I would, but we already have like 25 people coming here. My sweetie's already like going, ah! Are you going to 3 concerts this weekend? Are you going to come with me on Friday night for Sticks? Because I don't think my wife's going to go with me. So I hope you come with me to that. Otherwise, I might have to hit up somebody else. But let me know. Yeah. Yeah, we have the same birthday. Isn't that crazy? Actually, when I first met him, I handed him my ID, and I'm like, hey, check this out. And he's like looking at me like, why are you showing me your driver's license, weirdo? I'm like, look at the birth date, man. And he was so out of it at that point. He was, this was 2020 NAMM, when I crashed NAMM. I didn't get to go into NAMM. I just went there and partied like a NAMMster. And I still had a good time. But what's funny is I went to the round table at that pizza place, and we hung out, and Johnny was already getting the Namthrax, so he was already out of it. And he was hungry. I remember getting him a sandwich. I bought him a sandwich. Okay, you might have to do that. Yeah, all right. Oh, I might have to do that. My guitar tech is playing a show Friday, then a Beatles cover band and Tom Petty cover on Friday, because Friday is when the show is, the Sticks show. I'll hit you up on the phone, man. Yeah. So I'll send you my info after the show. Yeah, right on, dude. Whenever you get to it, it's good. I will look you up, and then I'll try to get all these packages together and send them out next week. Because I've got like 4 or 5 to put together. And Ron, do I still need to send you a package for something?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it is now.
Well, I know that at one point I was going to send you some, because I said I had some extra tuners laying around.
Yeah.
I was going to send those to you, but I'd already sent you the bullet caps for the car.
Yeah. Yep, they're on there, and they look good.
Yeah,
I've got comments on those, believe it or not.
they're cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can still get more of those. You go to restomods.com. They're doing a giveaway of a 70s fully built charger, brand new, basically put everything new into that thing, made it a modern resto mod, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they do. And I think if I remember correctly, they've spent like an obscene amount of money on this car. Obscene, dude. And when they told me, like, if you look at the breakdown video,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if I'm saying correctly, but I think it's nearly like around $250,000 car.
I wouldn't doubt it. It's not hard to do that now.
Yeah. I mean, it's and it doesn't even have windshield wipers. Like, how do you not have windshield wipers? Like, well, the kind of car it is, there's no windshield wiper motor. Like, how do you not have windshield wipers? Don't drive it in rain, or you use Rain-X. I'm like, okay. But anyway,
I did that before.
It's the kind of car
Rain-X.
that you just don't drive in the rain, I guess, even though it's not a convertible. But my friend Paul's dad, he'd never put the top up on his MG, even if it rained, didn't matter. Anyway, yeah. So Beatles on Saturday night and Tom Petty on Sunday. There you go, man. Sounds great. Well, your tech will be bummed that you're not going to show up to his show on Friday. But drive down and meet me at Concord. I'll hit you up because that's what we'll probably have to do. I'll probably want to meet you there in Concord somewhere. We'll grab dinner somewhere, and then we will go to the show, and then you go home and I go home. It's like that. It's going to be like that kind of a thing.
Oh God!
You guys will be
Unless-
spending the night together.
Yeah, unless I get my sweetie to go, and I don't think she's gonna. Her back is killing her. She's like got the ice pack and then the heat thing and then the ice pack, and it's like, oh my God, what happened? But I've been there before. It's happened to me. So thank you guys for joining. Good evening. Thanks for the hangout. Thank you, man. Thanks for joining. Celebrating my birthday and Johnny's birthday and 5 other people in my family's birthday.
And Neil Arthur.
My sweetie's birthday is next week too. I need to take a sip of something. I'm getting parched.
My mother's birthday would have been tomorrow too.
All right, so Magic Man is game. Right on. Your brother?
My mother.
Oh, your mother. Wow.
June 13th.
Wow. Yeah, it's the same as my niece Becca. Becca is 13th. It's going to be Friday. What's this
Tomorrow.
And Dale Palmer, of course, at the end. I think that's our calling card there, right? Until next time, you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Keith H for always being a supporter, man. You rock, dude. I got to get all that stuff, fixed up. And then Peggy's due a package. I think Holly's due a package. A bunch of people are due a package that I owe, that I got to send out. I'm doing it again like I did years ago. Remember, I was doing pretty good at getting them out right away. And then the last month, so much has been going on. Ever since I had shingles, and then I got the flu right after having shingles. And it's like, I basically lost like a month of my life.
So you got the
and it just put
flingles.
me, I had the flingles and the, yeah.
Or the shoe.
Oh, Brian Wilson passed away?
Yeah, yesterday.
Oh, I didn't hear that news. See, I've been so out of touch because I've been so busy. Yesterday, too, I was just working all day long, and I was listening to Yacht Rock. Well, no, actually, I was listening, Styx, I think, probably would be in the Yacht Rock.
Prague.
Yeah. They're not
Prague
that
rock.
prog. I don't think they're really prog. I think they're listening to Dennis DeYoung and that band. They sound to me like he really did want to go to like theater. It's like a Broadway kind of thing. But he and so did David Bowie, by the way. He was a theatrical person.
Yes, he
too.
was,
So
actually.
there's a lot of theatrical musicians out there that love theater and all that.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Thanks, Peggy. I know you guys know the longer you wait, the more you get. the bigger the package, the more cool it gets. Because I feel guilty that you waited so long. So domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Ciao, you guys. Have a great
Good night,
rest
everybody.
of weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the